Danny Gaselli.
Isn't it funny and somewhat fascinating and amazing how watching one video can just make you stop and think? I saw this video on TikTok. It's a South African creator who shared a video saying, I realize I earn a higher salary than my parents did at my age. They bought a house. I bought a box of Astros on special. And it was like a blinding realization for me. Hey, it struck a chord because life looks so different today. So this afternoon, we're asking one simple question. How does your life compare to your parents at the age you are now? Maybe it's something to do with your career, your salary, your family life, the opportunities you've had, or perhaps, most importantly, it's just the cost of living that tells the biggest story here. Either way, we'd love to hear from you. It really does get you thinking, hey.
Hi Danny, it's Gabby from Town. I look at my age that I am now and compare it to my parents when they were my age. They were married. I'm married. I got married in Feb of this year, so at 24, whereas they got married, if I'm not mistaken, when they were 21, 22, so that's different. They had 2 kids at 24. I've got a fur baby. So is it really that different? I don't know. Just joking, it is, but I wouldn't change my life for anything.
Hi Danny, it's Valerie from Pietermaritzburg. Hope you're well. Well, back then I think life was not as stressful as it is now. Now it's a real rat race compared to before. One income households were sufficient for a family. And now I think both parents have to work, and as soon as the child is finished at 18 in school, they've got to find a job. But I think, every generation has a different type of lifestyle and the demands are different. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been going through some of the messages on the East Coast Radio Facebook page, which are fascinating. Hey, some of you saying that your parents had less money but achieved more, while others say you've had opportunities they could only dream of. It's like a flip of the coin. Hey.
Hi, Danny. This is Alvina from Sunningdale. I think the difference between our parents and us is they got married much younger. I mean, they had many kids. Mom stayed at home, and I think overall cost of living was much lower. Where people now are generally marrying and having kids much later than the previous generation, as I think we're traveling, working abroad, trying to make money to afford our first home at 50. So I don't know if it's much better then or now.
Hi, Danny. It's Sam Boja from The Bluff. So if I have to compare my life to my parents' life back when they were my age, I have a son that's only going to be 8 this month. My parents had a daughter when they were my age, being me, that was 19, finished high school in university. And yeah, I am still paying for school fees at this age. But yeah, that's how I compare our lives. Salary-wise, I won't want to talk much about that.
You know what? We're not saying one generation had it easier than the other. We're simply reflecting on how different life looks today. For me, like a big thing that sticks out is at my age now, my dad had one job, right? Yeah, a few gigs here and there, but it was enough to sustain house, car, lifestyle. And then with me, I have to have this, I have to have another business. My wife works super, super hard. And I think that for me is the major, major difference. But I'd love to hear from you today.
Hi, Danny. It's Celeste from The Bluff. I remember my mom and dad basically had one job for many, many years. And at the same age, I probably already had 5. But things were just so different back then. They could do so much with even just one income. I remember them looking at a house and it was around 70,000 Rand. It was just crazy how much they could actually achieve with the money that they earned. And they didn't earn in the double figures like we do. But thanks for a great show, buddy. Bye.
Danny, how's it, my buddy? Back in my day, my dad supported 8 of us kids. Things were cheaper then. Technology not so as advanced as now. And our lifestyles were different, man. These days, even with 2 incomes, many of us struggle to pay rent or bonds or cover our fuel or electricity, or even to save for retirement. If you want to go on holiday, you definitely have to earn a bonus. As to try and get credit, it feels like we're working more, but it feels like our money buys less. It's very frustrating, my buddy. But, we move forward one day at a time, one challenge at a time. Yeah, consistency has its own rewards, my buddy.
You know what? I agree with you. And I think a large amount of the WhatsApps we've received, as well as all the messages on our East Coast Radio Facebook page, echo exactly what you've just said. Like, you have a job. Your wife has a job. You work harder than ever, but still it's just so hard. Hey, the life we live in, 2026. Working. Electricity goes up. Everything goes up. 061-792-9495. How does your life compare to your parents at your age?
Hi, Danny. Diane from Hillcrest comparing my life to my folks' life. One thing that really stands out for me is in my folks' days, when they left work, they could leave work behind them. Nowadays, we bring it with us in our laptops, on our cell phones, and things like that.
Hi, I'm Audrey. I think back in the days, our parents let us play. We were outside the whole day playing until we were hungry. And now, everything is screen time. Screen this, screen that, and screen everything. So, children don't really know what is actually playing and how you play and how you enjoy outside play. That's what I miss the most. The most big difference is that the screen changed the play.
Hi there, Monet from Joburg. My parents bought a house, a brand new house. Not from someone, a brand new from Shaka Cullum, and the deposit was 300 Rand. Cool, man. Great show.
Thank you so much for your voice note.
Danny Gaselli, While You Work, East Coast Radio.